Yeah. What's up? What's good? What's popping? What's cracking? What's percolating? What's really good in the hood? It is your man Theo Butler, and welcome to another exciting episode of Black Panther, The Man Without Fear, brought to us by David Liss. Issue 517. Yeah, I'm picking that up. Yeah. David Liss has got it going on. T'Challa is allegedly in Hell's Kitchen. Allegedly in Hell's Kitchen. No abilities. No, allegedly. No superhuman abilities. But I've been told that my brother D-Real and I, we're going to have Jonathan Mayberry on the show. So I'm gonna have a couple of questions for Jonathan Mayberry. When we talk to him, one, what's the name of the mysterious Panther god? Because that's on his watch. That's on his watch. We need to know that. And two, those abilities, those extra abilities that T'Challa got from the Panther god, did they ever go away? Because if they didn't, then that should end all discussions in regards to a Steve Rogers T'Challa comparison. Yeah, we gonna definitely figure we gonna figure that out. We gonna holler at the writer himself. Thank y'all so much for pulling up. You could have been anywhere else. You pulled up today. If this is your first time, like, share, subscribe. If you know me, grow me. And sharing is definitely caring. And we run it. I keep saying we run it. We run it. Running the 1300. Who we got up in the bit? We got the lovely Grand Madam Tarot. And I see she got a question. Grand Madam Tarot already has a question. Come on, your king is in the building. Yes, we are on the way to 2000. Bring a friend. Yeah, sit on down. Yeah, we got something. We gonna talk about it. T'Challa in Hell's Kitchen. No vibranium suit. Nothing. Nada. Dolo solo. Or at least he would want to be Dolo solo, but we got some stuff going on. Y'all see Luke Cage? Yeah, Luke Cage is in this issue. Yeah, Luke Cage is in this issue, and this is an interesting issue. So without further ado, let's make it do what it do and jump all off up into this thing. So y'all remember last issue? Y'all remember last issue? Yeah, okay, all right. Hopefully you do. Getting caught up on the events from the previous issue. T'Challa is allegedly powerless, like I said, in Hell's Kitchen, holding things down for Matt Murdock, who is taking a bit of a vacation. In holding things down for Matt, he's found himself up against a Romanian super soldier. That would be Vlad. Yeah, he got all the abilities of Cap. Plus, he's able to temporarily make inanimate objects phase them. He can phase them temporarily, and after he normally throws a little cane or something, or some wood, and the wood is immaterial, and then when it hits you, not only does it let out an electrical discharge, it also becomes solid again. That's a horrible way to to go about it. Anyway, T'Challa thought Vlad was responsible for a whole bunch of serial killings being taking place in Hell's Kitchen. If you've been keeping up, we know it ain't Vlad. Vlad is a bad dude. He is. But he ain't the one responsible for that. No, Vlad is trying to, the kingpin ain't around, so Vlad is trying to step in that power vacuum. Turns out, like I said, it's T'Challa's neighbor, Iris. You know, the one that was kind of flirting with him and everything like that. Yeah, Iris is the one who is she was deleting folks, because she was in an abusive relationship herself. Nobody came to help her, so kind of is what it is. She making everyone else she can think of pay for her misfortune. Yeah, everybody got to get it. And she's an abuse counselor. She works at a, abuse phone line. So when the kids call in saying they being abused, Iris gonna make that her business. That's what Iris gonna do. So T'Challa still knows Vlad is dirty, which is why he has his waitress, Sophia. Sophia working at Hell's Diner that T'Challa is running as Mr. Okonkwo. Yeah. Well, a couple of Vlad's henchmen, a few of them, 3 of them, then walked in and everything like that. They speaking in Romanian. The waitress, Sophia, hits Mr. Okonkwo up. She know who he is. She know who he is. So he tell her, hey, hit the translator and everything like that. And she turns on the translator, right? Why would Vlad's henchmen go to a diner? Like, there's a lot of places they could have. Why didn't they go to a place they own? I'm pretty sure when you one of them folks, when you got it like that, you own an eatery because you gotta wash your money. Why didn't it? Never mind. So they pull up there. Sophia translates their conversation, right? So T'Challa leaves a message with Detective Kurtz in regards to Iris. He's still concerned about Vlad. He lets Detective Kurtz know, hey, Iris is the person that's out here deleting folks, but I'm still following up on Vlad because we know he's still a crime boss, right? In doing so, T'Challa laments about it being tougher to protect a community such as Hell's Kitchen as opposed to protecting a kingdom such as Wakanda. I would credit that to the advancement of the country and their people as opposed to something he ain't doing. I just would do that. As T'Challa takes down a chop shop, one of Vlad's properties, one of Vlad's businesses, he admits his frustrations with having Luke Cage and Spider-Man checking up on him. If you've been keeping up with this story, you know Luke and Peter then pulled up on T'Challa. And if you T'Challa, you trying to figure out. First of all, Luke, I inspired you. You didn't inspire me. So I've been doing this a lot longer than you. I don't know what you got going on. Peter. Well, T'Challa, a grown man. So I can kind of understand. I'm like, oh, so you know I've been doing this. Okay, never mind. So T'Challa is in his feelings. I get that. I understand that. The way he looks at it is like, I'm with the Avengers, and I done did some stuff with the Avengers. Yeah, this is before Luke and Peter, and he looking at them like, you know what y'all do and what I do ain't the same thing. It ain't. So I get why he feeling like that. And when we know T'Challa feeling some type of way, and he got to fight somebody, well, they got to share his pain, if you understand what I'm saying. So after he takes down the auto workers, the chop shop's accountant walks out of his office, the accountant for the chop shop. And Buddy Big, if I could give y'all a visual of how big Buddy is, remember that Justice League animation had the crime syndicate? You remember that? And remember Superman, Ultraman, remember Ultraman? Remember he called him his boy, Jimmy Olsen. Remember when Jimmy Olsen walked out and he was like this? Remember he was like that? Okay, well, that's what the accountant looked like. I know that's it. You a big ass accountant. But then again, Jimmy was a big ass reporter. It's just what that is. So the accountant walked out, looking like I said, big as I don't know what, looking like Kane Marco. T'Challa asked Buddy for the combination to the safe where Vlad keep his records. Buddy say he ain't giving it. The only person he answered to is Vlad. A few seconds later, some broken bones later, Buddy then gave T'Challa all the information. he even tell T'Challa, hey, the lock sticks sometimes when you go to open up this safe. We shift scenes to the next day where Detective Kurtz pulls up on Vlad. You know how come on, don't do that. Don't do that. Y'all didn't watch Homicide. Y'all didn't watch Homicide Life on the Street, LAPD. Y'all, we didn't see enough police shows when the police officer just get out their car, they pull up on whoever they think the perp is. Yeah, well, he do the same thing to Vlad. And Vlad's oldest son, Nikolai, is there with Vlad. And he wants to talk. Detective Kurtz, wants to talk to them about the death of Vlad's wife. He gives him some paperwork, some documentation. Hey, man, listen, I know you think it's this dude over here that deleted your wife, we following up on a lead, we think it was somebody else, a female, that had something to do with it. And he asked Black, hey, is anybody in your household been abused, anything like that? And so Black gonna do what Black do, which is deny it. He didn't know his wife was putting hands on his son, Gabe. He didn't know that. But he don't believe she was doing it. So, you know, he casually did arrogantly, can I say it? Arrogantly dismisses Detective Kurtz. And Detective Kurtz let him know also, hey, you know I'm still checking you out too, right? Like I ain't forgot about you. Yeah, he let him know all that. Anyway, like I said, Vlad ain't trying to hear all that. He tell Kurtz to stop spreading lies and do his job. That's when the detective mentions, hey, also, it's a chop shop. Just got taken down. I don't know if you're feeling some type of way about that. Yeah, Detective Kurtz being petty, I don't know what. Anyway, with files in hand that the Panther provided him, Kurtz pulls off until his car gets a convenient flat tire. Yeah, my dog was driving. Boom. Convenient flat tire. He get out, check the flat tire. It's a piece of wood sticking out of it. Why? Because Gabe is an nosy as I don't know what. And Gabe get around. First, let me tell you something about Gabe. Gabe is a preteen. Gabe is a preteen in New York, getting around better than quite a few grown folk, always showing up at the wrong place at the right time. So Gabe overheard the conversation. So Gabe, you know, he got his father's abilities. Father did some, well, Nikolai did some Aki stuff with Vlad's personal physician, who was taking Vlad's blood and using it on Brian, who we thought got deleted earlier on in the story. But now Brian is just a mindless, powered up dude that Gabe is using. Gabe then got the serum and injected himself with it. So it was Gabe that did what his dad did, able to make inanimate stuff temporarily feasible. And that's how Detective Kurtz got the flat tire. Anyway, when Detective Kurtz goes to check the flat tire, comes back in, looks in his vehicle, the files that T'Challa gave him are gone. Why? Because Gabe got them. Yep, that's right. Gabe got him. That's crazy. Back at Vlad's spot, Vlad is losing it. He mad. He taking L's. Chop shop then got hit. Wife gone. Youngest son missing. Businesses being hit left and right. T'Challa exposing his businesses to the detective in there. So Vlad snap. Vlad snap. Vlad go off on Nikolai and say, you know what? Go find your brother. Y'all better be good. Y'all better be glad, y'all my sons. Boy, look, I can get me another wife. Y'all, go get your brother. Handle this business. If you don't handle this business, I'm done talking. I'm gonna start handling business on y'all. So Nikolai, like, damn, Nikolai got serious daddy issues. It's crazy, serious daddy. So Nikolai, like, okay, all right, I gotta go handle this myself. He go get him a 9mm. I don't know why Nikolai keep jumping off into this. He ain't the one with the ability. And every time he run up on T'Challa, T'Challa put hands on this dude. He do. You got dude looking busted and disgusted. So, like I said, Nikolai pick himself up, get him a 9mm. He gonna handle it himself. Of course, this only adds to his daddy's issue. From there, we move over to Gabe in Red Hook, Brooklyn. Red Hook, Brooklyn. I was just Red Hook. Red Hook, Brooklyn, at an abandoned warehouse where he's been hiding out with Brian, the dude, that Dr. Holman had been Vlad's personal physician. Him. He's at an abandoned warehouse with Brian. And like I said, Brian, mine ain't working right. Gabe brings Brian some cookies. I told you he's a preteen. Brian got to eat. He bring Brian some cookies. He say, hey, I'm going to sit these right here. He pieces out because he finna go find Iris. Since Iris took care of his initial problem, his mother, he's thinking maybe Iris can help him with his other problem, his dad, because he know his dad mad. Okay, well, when he peace out, a rat, they got rats in New York, you know that. A rat walks up on the cookies that Gabe left for Brian. Brian sitting there, drool out his mouth, looking spaced out and everything like that. Brian sitting right there. Rat, pick up the cookie, walk away. Brian's facial expression changed. He say something like bad rat. And he foobarred the rat. How did he foobarb the rat? That Brian can make the inanimate stuff sharp. And so a piece of floorboarding protrudes and impales the rat right there. Yep, that's exactly what happened. Right there. Did I mention that Vlad's family kind of screwed up in the head? I don't know if y'all got that already, but let's just go down this. So his wife was abusing his youngest son. His oldest son cut a deal with his father's personal physician to help duplicate his dad's abilities. Did I mention his dad wasn't particular about him having them abilities? Because low-key, he don't even want them doing this. He want them to go do something else. Then you got Gabe, you know, who getting beat by mom. I think that's the true gangster out of all of them. Gabe sneak around. Gabe tell Nikolai, overheard the conversation between Nikolai and Dr. Holman. Gabe is a preteen. Gabe sat up there, turned off the utilities in the doctor's office while everybody was scurrying around in the dark. Gabe made off with Brian and the syringe that had the serum in it that would allow Nikolai to duplicate his dad's ability. Did I mention Gabe is a preteen? Brian ain't in the right state of mind. No. Brian ain't cognizant. He not. And the preteen is doing all of this with a grown man that can't take care of himself in his company. The preteen then outsmarted his daddy, who's a crime boss, and his brother, who's an apprentice to the preteen. We need to bring him back. we need to bring him back. Anyway, over at Iris's apartment, we find Detective Kurtz and a couple of NYPD's finest waiting on her to come home. T'Challa pulls up on them to drop off some more paperwork to Detective Kurtz. And one of the police officers, one of the boys in blue, calls the Avengers hotline. Makes sense, Avengers hotline, to say, hey, y'all looking for this dude in the cat suit? He just pulled up. We got him right here. We move over from there to a dimly lit street where we find Iris walking alone. Because she know the jig is up. She know the jig is up. Until she's confronted by T'Challa as the Panther. Tired of folks not doing their job to protect the innocent, she angrily confesses. She telling me, I did it. I did it. Yeah, I did it. I did it. And I'm like, okay, all right. Talking with your chest. Okay. And T'Challa is about to apprehend her. That's when Luke pull up. I want to think about this for a second. T'Challa been working case with Vlad, been trying to figure out what's going on with the serial killer. We got the serial killer. The serial killer confesses. We about to take her in. Here come Luke. And Luke say, we need to talk now. T'Challa, I ain't got time for this right now. Make time. T'Challa trying to figure out who he talking to. Make time. I'm in the process of taking in a serial killer, and you going off of he say, she say, because you feeling some type of way. Damn what I got going on. I need to talk to you right now. Like I said, T'Challa, right, okay. So Gabe, did I say Gabe get around? Gabe is a preteen. Once again, Gabe is in the wrong place at the right time. Gabe overhears the conversation. He started thinking like his pops. I said, I think this is the true gangster in the family. He said, you know what? I got an idea. He uses his powers and he pushes Luke from afar onto T'Challa. And T'Challa looking at Luke like, have you lost your damn mind? You know what? So T'Challa turned his back on it. Gabe do it again. T'Challa like, oh, you, okay, you know what? Never mind. I see you want to smoke. Okay, say less. Well, T'Challa is powerless in Hell's Kitchen. No special abilities. And we know who Luke is, right? Right. T'Challa don't give two damns. T'Challa don't give two damn. He don't. So what we think T'Challa did with this right here, because we know who Luke is, right? Yeah, okay. All right. A few pressure points here and there, and Luke is on the ground, unable to move, with T'Challa giving this dude a stern warning. Let there be an understanding between us. Stay out my business. Luke laying on the ground. T'Challa ain't got no special ability. He's standing over the dude, looking down at him and say, look. And I'm just thinking how he said it. Let there be an understanding between us. Stay out my business. With that, T'Challa goes after Iris, who is stopped by Gabe. I told you this. Look, he's a preteen. He a preteen. He didn't caught up with Iris before T'Challa has. Gabe, the preteen, offers Iris the preteen offers the adult the Godfather deal. Hey, look here. Protect me from my dad. I'll protect you from the Panther. Did I say a preteen? This is a preteen. Anyway, the next morning at the diner, Hell's Kitchen diner, T'Challa as Mr. Okonkwo pulls up, but he has two uninvited guests at his diner. Nikolai and Vlad. Vlad put two and two together based on the information that Detective Kurtz gave him. Iris was working at the diner, so he makes an assumption that Mr. Okonkwo and T'Challa, I'm saying the Black Panther, are the same person. He used the wrong formula, but he still got the right answer. So I guess it don't matter. Well, Nikolai is there as well. Well, see, Nikolai there with a 9mm, but we know from the last issue that Vlad liked blowing stuff up, right? Right. So Nikolai wanted to handle this business, but Vlad there. Guess what wound up happening? The diner blows up. Diner blow up. That's what happened. So we're gonna come back with issue 518, Black Panther, Man Without Fear, and we're gonna see what's gonna happen. Gabe. Is anybody else amazed at his resourcefulness for him being a preteen? Do we know when we started at this story with Gabe? Gabe was going to school effed up. Had a little friend, right? Dude, little boy, right? That little boy got deleted by his uncle, right? Dad, and his dad got deleted, right? By Iris. But do we see the character arc with Gabe? We need Gabe. I'm of the mindset, I believe Gabe's still around. I believe Gabe's still around. And I ain't saying we can't bring Gabe back, but that's a Black Panther villain. Gabe got to at least be in his late teens by now. That's all I'm saying. I ain't saying, I'm just saying. Gabe got to be in his late teens. So T'Challa trying to shake back and figure things out. Yeah. Gabe is like the artful dodger in a way. He is. I'm looking at Gabe and I'm like, I know this New York. I get it. I understand that. But ain't nobody got no questions for the preteen walking around with an adult that don't look like he ain't in his right state of mind. Nobody. And how is he getting around? He can't drive. This is Macaulay Culkin Home Alone all over again, just with some other stuff added to it. You know what? This would be all right though. Could we do this story? Home Alone, the Super Edition, make it a comedy. We make it a comedy. We ain't got necessarily had a Black Panther and everything like that, but a comedy where a kid's father is a crime boss, and the kid don't want to be a crime boss. Kid don't. But could we imagine a sitcom, a comedy where you got a preteen foiling his dad's businesses because he got his dad's abilities and the dad don't know it, and you got the older son who is trying to, boy, look, that's comedy relief right there. Now that would make a great Disney Plus show, streaming service. I ain't saying, I'm just saying. I'm gonna keep up with these notes, what we got in here. Komoyo King, look, Luke out of pocket. Luke was way out of pocket. I don't know what Luke had going on. I like the fact that we put Luke on the cover as if they was gonna have a major battle. They did. They did. T'Challa took Luke down real quick. Hey, bro, stay out my business. Stay out my business. And I like that T'Challa was able to tell Luke, stay out my business before you get hurt. Stay out my business. Stay out my business. So I'm picking up what they put down. I liked it. I enjoyed it. We'll be coming back to you with some more. He could be using the sewers to get around. You ready? I wonder if Gabe was kicking the Bobo with the OG when he was taking on Night Thrasher, because Gabe should be around by that same age right now. I'm being so petty. Listen, we coming back later on tonight. Protectors of Wakanda. We're gonna be talking about the Dora Milaje, and we're gonna be talking about some Nahanda. So you see, we got it right there. We got it scheduled to come. I'm coming back at that particular time. No delays today and everything like that. So humbled him without powers at that. Yeah, he sure did. He sure did. A few pressure points here and there, like click, 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 click. Let there be an understanding, like the verbiage. Let there be an understanding between the two of us. Stay out my business. I can't wait till we talk to Jonathan Mayberry, because I got two questions. I got two. Panther God, does he still have them? If we could ever get Cheryl Lynn Eaton, Miss Cheryl Lynn Eaton on there, I got one question. Does he still have those abilities? No, two. Is Anuke still around as an official member of the Orisha? And does he still have those abilities that she blessed him with? We gonna get some answers. We gonna get some answers. So we trying to make it do what it's gonna do for our favorite superhero. And we need the writers. Those of y'all that have made contributions, only one person we're not talking to. Those of y'all that have made contributions to this character, we got questions and we trying to get them answered. And y'all the only ones that can answer, unless y'all leaving it up to us. Listen, I'm out. Thank y'all so much for pulling up. We coming back later on this evening. Once again, like, share, subscribe. We like the videos like this in regards to the comic book. That's why we do the videos like this. And when I say we, I'm talking about the Rock With Me Nation. I was outvoted. I was outvoted. So if you want the comic book reviews another type of way, you got to say something. As it stands right now, how that song go, give the people what they want, we giving the people what they want. So until then, in the meantime, in between time, till next time, in memory of the late, great Don Cornelius and Chadwick Boseman, I wish each and every last one of you love, peace, and soul. We out.